A 12-year-old boy was fatally shot by police in the U.S. state of Ohio after brandishing what turned out to be a fake gun. Police in Cleveland had responded to an emergency call stating that someone was waving what might have been a toy gun at a playground. Officers told the boy to raise his hands. Instead of doing so, he reached for his replica gun. That's when one officer fired and shot him in the torso. The two officers involved in the shooting have been put on administrative leave pending an investigation. One lawmaker plans to introduce legislation to require all toy guns to be brightly colored so a tragedy like this never happens again. Meanwhile, millions of Americans remain glued to a racially charged case in Missouri. That's where a grand jury is still trying to decide whether to press charges against a white police officer for fatally shooting a black teenager.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hundreds of protesters took to the streets of St. Louis on Sunday night. They're eagerly waiting to hear whether or not a grand jury believes Officer Darren Wilson had just cause to shoot 18-year-old Michael Brown this summer.
It shows that we're still positive and that everyone's organized. We're going to make sure that we continue to fight against this injustice against black and brown people.
The grand jury consists of 12 people, 7 men and 5 women. Mirroring Ferguson's demographics, 9 of them are white and 3 are black. Possible charges the officer faces range from murder to manslaughter or no charges at all. At least 9 jurors must agree with the final decision.
I know that we will win.
Knowing many demonstrations since the victim's death have been violent, police remain on high alert. Those congregating at a local church prayed that peace and justice prevail.
Let's get justice, because that is the American way, is the trial and jury, and you're not guilty until proven guilty.
U.S. President Barack Obama echoed that sentiment.
You know, this is a country that allows everybody to express their views. Any event as an excuse for violence is contrary to rule of law and contrary to who we are.
Back to the grand jury where the pressure is on. They're painfully aware that a decision not to indict may trigger a massive riot, not just locally, but nationwide. Local police hope the following message resonates. They insist they don't see Ferguson residents as black or white. They see one race, the human race. Sonya, Artero, TVB News.